Desperate, the defeated gods fled to Lord Vishnu, the preserver of the cosmos. His solution was an engineering project of unimaginable scale. They had to churn the infinite ocean of milk to extract Amrita, the nectar of immortality. This forced a massive shift in strategy. To survive total subjugation, the gods couldn't rely on conventional warfare. They needed an absolute permanent advantage to reclaim the cosmos. There was a massive logistical problem. The Devas were entirely too weak to perform the extraction on their own. Vishnu instructed them to do the unthinkable, walk into the camp of their conquerors and propose a truce. They would ask the Danavas to help churn the ocean, promising them an equal share of the nectar. Neither side intended to honor this agreement. The Danavas agreed, fully planning to steal the Amrita once it surfaced. The gods made the offer, knowing Vishnu had a secret plan to ensure the demons never got a single drop. This fragile truce shifted the conflict from the battlefield to a psychological game of chicken, where the outcome would depend on who could hold their nerve and their secret the longest. The scale of the operation required equally massive tools. Working together, the two armies uprooted Mount Mandara to serve as the central churning rod. They needed a rope large enough to wrap around the peak, so they coerced Vasuki, the giant king of serpents, to coil around the mountain. Almost immediately, they hit a catastrophic engineering failure. Without a solid base, the immense weight of Mount Mandara began sinking into the ocean floor. Vishnu incarnated as Kurma, a colossal cosmic turtle, to solve the structural problem. By swimming underneath, his shell provided a load-bearing foundation. The Devas and Asuras pulled the serpent in alternating directions. The mountain spun rapidly, initiating massive friction to churn the ocean. Immense ambition without a stable, supportive base will inevitably sink. The grandest projects rely entirely on the strength of their unseen foundations. The intense friction didn't produce nectar right away. Instead, the ocean vomited a lethal, world-destroying poison called Halahala. To save creation from melting away, Lord Shiva stepped in and drank the venom. He held the searing liquid right in his throat, permanently turning his neck blue. Once the toxins cleared, the ocean's output completely shifted. The churning began to yield divine treasures, magical flora, mythical fauna, and celestial jewels. Goddess Lakshmi emerged radiant on a massive lotus flower. By choosing to side with Vishnu, she signaled that cosmic prosperity was returning to the gods. Finally, the divine physician Dhanvantari rose from the waves, holding the pot of Amrita. The fragile truce shattered instantly as the demons violently overpowered the gods and aggressively snatched the nectar for themselves. The extraction of something as potent as immortality carries a steep price. Before the ocean would yield its nectar, it required the gods to face a force capable of ending existence itself. The Devas were now at their absolute lowest point. The demons possessed the nectar and stood seconds away from achieving eternal, unbeatable dominance. Then the ultimate wildcard entered the field. A dazzlingly beautiful woman named Mohini appeared amidst the chaos. Secretly, she was another avatar of Vishnu. Mohini sprang a flawless psychological trap. She used pure charm to bewitch the demons, completely distracting them from the prize. Enchanted and entirely trusting, they handed the pot over, asking her to distribute it fairly. It was a masterful sleight of hand. While the Danavas remained blinded by her illusion, Mohini poured the Amrita exclusively into the mouths of the gods. Now immortal and supercharged with celestial energy, the gods effortlessly crushed the deceived demons and banished them to the underworld. Restoring cosmic balance rarely relies on brute strength alone. Absolute victory often requires enduring a painful process, collaborating with your rivals, and executing a masterful stroke of strategic deception.